This video is a quick overview of the Contacts tab in the BrokerBrain system. If you don't see the Contacts tab at the top of your page, you'll need to have an administrator go to your user group and give you the Contacts permission so that you can obtain access to this tab. Everything that we see in this tab is used for contact management throughout BrokerBrain, specifically related to points of contact within your properties. The workflow and layout of the contact system is identical to all the other areas within BrokerBrain. On the left we have a link to create a new contact, a link to search for existing contacts, and then a list of contact types on the left so that you can filter and see contacts based on the type that they are assigned to. Right now we're looking at the Add New Contact screen, and here you can add the company name, first and last name, and all of the contact specific information for this user. Unlike the way BrokerBrain used to manage contacts, you now have the ability to add multiple phone numbers, multiple email addresses, and multiple addresses for each contact within the system. To add additional phone numbers, just click the Add button and you'll see additional fields for phone numbers appear. Same thing with emails, and same thing with addresses. And again, you can add as many of these as you would like. The one thing that's unique here is the contact type box over to the right, and this is going to allow you to designate how this contact will be utilized in BrokerBrain, whether they're an escrow company, an eviction coordinator, or a servicer, or whatever. And you'll notice that the contact types on the right correspond to the button links on the left side of your screen. And as we add more areas within the system over time for you to manage contacts in, you will see this list grow. And you can assign a contact to a single type or multiple types if the user or the contact for that area maybe works in two different areas and maybe a point of contact in two different areas within the system. It is important to know that if you don't assign the contact here to the type for which they are, if you add somebody as an escrow company in the contact system, when you go to a property, you will not be able to add them as a servicer or an eviction attorney or an eviction coordinator. To see them in the servicer section within a property, they must be assigned a servicer for their contact type. Like I said before, you have a search area. The search dialog will allow you to search for company name, first and last name, phone numbers, emails, and general information on the contact, and will return a list based on that. When you click on each of the types on the left-hand side, you will see a set of contacts that have been assigned to that type. Here we have a single escrow company contact. The company is Escrows R Us, the contact is Jane Doe, and if we expand this contact, you see basically the same information that you saw back in the Add New Contact screen. The only difference here is we have a couple buttons at the bottom. We have the ability to update the contact and update their information. You have the ability to reassign this contact's assignments to another contact, and then you also have the ability to remove this contact from the system. Now, it is important to note that if you try to delete a contact that is assigned to a property as a point of contact, you won't be allowed to delete that contact until you've reassigned their point of contact for that property to a different contact of the same type. So because Jane Doe here is an escrow company contact, you could reassign Jane Doe to another escrow company contact, but not to a servicer or an eviction attorney, unless that eviction attorney and servicer were also assigned as escrow company types. And for each user, you have a dialog in which you can open up and see the assignments that this user has within the system. So if you're curious where Jane Doe is a point of contact throughout the entire system, you can click for her assignments and see that she's acting as an escrow company contact for this address, and this address. And from this assignment dialog, you also have the ability to remove specific assignments if you would like. So if we would like to remove Jane Doe as an escrow company contact for this top property, I could click the trash can icon to the right, and this would remove her as a point of contact for that particular property. So you have the ability to manage your assignments a little bit from the Contacts tab. In the other videos on the contact system, you'll learn how to assign contacts to different areas and how to work with the contacts in the properties section specifically.